certainly looks as if they're having a good time. Peter Sagan looks pretty relaxed, so does Vincenzo Nibali, giving a wave. Fingers up there from Chris Froome, and I must admit, Peter Sagan looks like he might have put on a couple of pound there. I think he's maybe a bit of a rest. I mean, a lot of the riders here have come across midway through a rest period. We know Chris Froome hasn't ridden for a while, but he's taken up the option to ride here today, as he did last year. But this is essentially, as you said, Carlton, a celebration for the fans in Japan. 200,000 people, as you say, or even more. They've extended the circuit to get even more people in on the, to watch these stars.
Miyazawa, that's Takashi Miyazawa of Vini Fantini Nippo. There he is. He's giving them some tips, and Chris Froome looks a bit. How can I put this? Circumspect, to say the very least. He's glad to be here, though, and Chris has a great fondness for Japan, and I suspect that having had an amazing welcome last year, he just couldn't resist coming back. They're short teams, incidentally. Marcel Kittel is also here, 4 stages this year in this year's Tour de France. With his giant Shimano team, Warren Barguil as well, who of course took a couple of stages and announced himself in the Vuelta in 13. Didn't quite manage to repeat the feat this time by, but nonetheless is a huge name. Marcel Kittel, there are Kittel dolls, do you know that?
I do now.
Yeah. But well, they're as good looking as the chap himself.
Do they come with a separate comb as well?
Well, maybe sort of slightly different haircuts that you can just drop on like helmets. But there you go. Only on the top of his head, obviously.
Hello, Kittel.
There you go. He's a bit of a superstar over here. They do like a blonde, blue-eyed boy, blue-haired one day. Yes, green-haired was Sagan a couple of years ago, as I'm sure you know. So they roll through, and of course, doing the honour of cheering on Vincenzo Nibali. This is the stadium section.